From Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, we bid you welcome to Reds baseball. The Reds and the San Francisco Giants, they wrap up the four-game series tonight, and boy, the Reds need a win to avoid a four-game Giant sweep as lefty Charlie Leibrandt goes to the mound. His mound opponent, a young man making his first major league appearance, right-hander Al Hargesheimer. We'll be back to take a look at the starting lineups in just a moment. If you're ready now, the starting lineups tonight for the San Francisco Giants. Leading off in center field, Billy North. Batting second, first baseman Darrell Evans. Jack Clark will play right field and hit third. Batting fourth, in left field, Larry Herndon. Hitting fifth, second baseman Joe Strain. Batting number 6 at third base, Joe Patini. Johnny LeMaster will hit seventh and play shortstop. Batting eighth and catching Mike Sadek. And hitting ninth, the Giant pitcher, right-hander Al Hargesheimer. Again for San Francisco, it's North in center field, Evans at first base, and Clark in right field. Herndon in left field, Strain at second base, Patini at third. While the bottom third again will have LeMaster at shortstop, Sadek catching, and Hargesheimer on the mound. For the Reds, leading it off in right field will be Dave Collins. Batting second at second base, Junior Kennedy. Hitting third at shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Batting fourth in left field, George Foster. Hitting number 5 at first base, Danny Dreesen. Batting sixth, the catcher, Johnny Bench. Ray Knight will be at third base and bat seventh. Hitting eighth in center field, Sam Mejias. And batting ninth and pitching, left-hander Charlie Leibrandt. Once more for the Reds, it's Collins in right field, Kennedy at second base, Concepcion at shortstop. Foster in left field, Dreesen at first base, Bench catching. With Knight at third, Mejias in center, and Leibrandt on the mound. Exciting night for young Al Hargesheimer, making his major league debut. He's a right-hander. Dave Collins is waiting on the pitch, and it misses away for a ball. Hargesheimer, 23 years old and only his third season in professional baseball. That's inside and high, 2-0 the count. Began the year at Shreveport in the Texas League, Double-A classification. Was promoted to Phoenix of the Coast League and joined the Giants July 2nd when Vida Blue was put on the disabled list. Needs a strike against Collins and gets it, and Dave turns it around for a base hit up the middle. Well, the first man who Al Hargesheimer faces in the big leagues, in this case Dave Collins, singles to center field. Talking about stealing bases, let's see if Collins will do his thing here in the first inning. He's already swiped 44 this year and begins play tonight exactly 5 behind the aforementioned Mezzers, LaFleur, and Marino. Hargesheimer was a non-roster player this spring in the Giants camp. With Shreveport, he won 2 and lost 6, but had a fine 178 earned run average. And then when he went to Phoenix, he posted a record of 1-1 with a 4.24 ERA, started 2 games and completed 2. He will lob throw on to Darrell Evans as Collins steps back into the bag. You spell it Harges, Heimer, Hargesheimer. And Sadek calls for a pitch out. Collins not going. Ball 1. Kennedy hitting .283. Giants leading 1-0. Home run in the first by Jack Clark. Here's a pitch. A runner goes. Another pitch out call for. Here's the throw. Not in time. Here comes Dave Bristol out to argue with Big John McSherry. The pitch out called for and received by Mike Sadek. But his throw was high and to the first base side of second. The swipe at the sliding Collins apparently failed to make contact, and Dave gets his 45th.
Marty, I think what Dave is saying is that Johnny LeMaster hit him, Dave in the back, it looked like, as he was going into the bag. And, of course, I imagine McSherry is saying he was already to the bag with his front foot before the tag. So I know Dave isn't going to win it, but he's out there. Dave likes to talk. He'll chatter with you. Apparently David satisfied with Mr. McSherry's explanation. Not really, but he's still in the game, so he has to be.
Yep. Farmer and Horseman from Andrews, North Carolina. Dave Bristol back to the Giant dugout, a little bit mildly bent out of shape. Well, he got the tying run out at second. Let's see if Kennedy can bring him home. 2-0 the count. Rookie pauses and pitches. Kennedy check swings a foul of the screen. Reds need a win. Had a good series 10 days or so ago here against Houston, winning 3 out of 4, went to Atlanta, beat them 2 straight, and come home to lose 3 straight to San Francisco. Bouncer up the middle, but it'll be gloved by LeMaster. Collins moves to third. The throw in the dirt, but dug out by Evans. Kennedy retired 6-3. Shortstop Dave Concepcion will step in. Talking about the opening game tomorrow night against the Expos, Paul Mosco will hook up with Dave Palmer. Wednesday night, Mario Soto will go to start against Steve Rogers, and Thursday, it'll be Mike Lacoste against Scott Sanderson. So, Reds are seeing the big 3 Montreal pitching rotation: Palmer, Rogers, Sanderson. Collins now at third, 1 out. Concepcion with 42 RBIs, hoping to make it 43, batting .242. Hargesheimer from the stretch, kicks and throws. Davey takes a strike. Evans at first, Strain at second, Patini at third, LeMaster at short, Giant infield. Herndon in left field with North and center, Clark in right, and Sadek catching. 1 out, 1 on. Breaking ball misses low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Davey has knocked in 19 runs in 17 games since the 22nd of June. Also been batting .314 during the period. Low, ball 2, 2-1. Collins led off with a hit, stole second, goes to third on the Kennedy ground ball up the middle, gloved by Johnny LeMaster. Concepcion levels a bat. Now waits as a 2-1 comes plateward. Fly ball hit to right field. Jack Clark moving toward the line and in. He's got a good arm. Let's see if Collins will try to score. He will. Here comes a throw, and he's going to be out. Collins out easily as Jack Clark fired an absolute strike to Mike Sadek to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. After 1 complete, Giants lead the Reds 1-0.
One pit delivery. That's just off the plate outside. 2 balls to strike to Concepcion. Foster on deck, and then Dreesen. And more, we hope. Hargesheimer's 2-1 delivery. That's down low, and it's 3-1. Now in the 4th inning now at Philadelphia, the Pirates leading 7-6. Concepcion grounds to LeMaster. He backhands, throwing to Evans. Got him. Good play by Johnny LeMaster. That ball looked like it came back on LeMaster, and he actually took it by his right foot. 1 away, and George Foster the batter. George struck out in the 2nd inning leading off. Foster hitting .251, 13 homers, and 40 RBIs. George has batted .476 since the All-Star break. He takes inside from Hargesheimer a ball. And a double, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. 1-0. Foster looks at a strike at the knees. 1-1. 4-0, Giants leading. 1-1 delivery. Up high, 2 balls to strike. Sadek hangs his sign. And now Foster backs away as Hargesheimer starts into the windup. Now 2 balls to strike to Foster. Now the 2-1. Foster swings and chops it foul. The ball rolling out toward the mound. Now it evens 2-2. Giant outfield, about straight away to George. 2-2 on the way. Foster takes a curve outside. Full count. Payoff to Foster. Ball 4 outside, and that'll bring Danny Dreesen to the plate. Second walk issued by Hergesheimer, and Dreesen steps in. Danny a fly ball to center in the second inning. Darrell Evans over to have a word with Al Hergesheimer, and certainly telling him that just stop Foster at first, work on the batter, Dreesen. Evans playing behind Foster at first base. Dreesen hitting .286 with 10 home runs, 44 RBIs, swings and pops it up. Joe Strain, the second baseman, waiting on it, and he has it 2 away. All right, here's Johnny Bench, and of course John tied with Yogi Berra for the all-time home run list and catchers, Major League-wise, with 313, and number 314 will give it all to John. First inning, or second inning, John popped out in the Giant bullpen where Johnny LeMaster was able to field it. The 2 out, Foster at first, Bench at the plate. Hergesheimer, the stretch and the pitch. Bench swings and lines it to right field. That's a base hit. Foster makes the turn. He'll move on to third base. Bench at first. And with 2 away, it'll be Ray Knight. Runners at first and third. That's the third hit of the game for Cincinnati. Knight in the third inning leading off, grounded to LeMaster at shortstop. Ray hitting .279, 9 home runs and 56 RBIs. Hergesheimer looking to Sadek for the sign. The stretch and the pitch. Knight takes a breaking ball high, 1-0. Foster walked. Bench single to right. Moving George around to third. Dreesen popped out to second. So with 2 away, Foster third, Bench at first. 1-0 the count to Knight. The stretch and the pitch. Ray takes down low, and it's 2 balls, no strike. Sam Mejias, the on-deck batter. Hergesheimer has his sign. The 2-0 tonight. Ray swings and grounds to LeMaster. He'll flip it to Strain, the force of Bench, and that's the inning. The Reds, no runs, a hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base, and at the end of 4, Giants 4, Reds nothing.
Darrell Evans holding against Mejias at first base. Pitch. Ball 3. So the first 2 were in there. The last 3 have been out of there. It's a full count. And we may get some stirring around in the San Francisco bullpen. Gary Lavelle will start to throw as a payoff pitch comes to Geronimo. Ground ball slapped to first. Evans goes to LeMaster. Return throw to first. Nobody on the bag. In fact, Evans leaped high to grab the throw as Hergesheimer was a little bit late getting off the mound to cover first base. So the force of Mejias, 3-6 if you're scoring with us. And Dave Collins looks for his 3rd straight hit. But before he steps in, manager Dave Bristol will make his 2nd trip of the night to the mound. Now the Reds 580 gift shop has a brand new item. It's a scrapbook for you to use to preserve all your Reds clippings and pictures and souvenirs. Stop by the Reds official 580 gift shop in downtown Cincinnati. Got a runner now at first base for Cesar Geronimo. It's going to be Mario Soto. Geronimo still on the mend. That left thigh strain that he suffered about a week ago, and John McNamara taking no chance that he might re-aggravate it, so he gets Soto in to run for him. Meeting is broken up on the mound. Collins singled in the first, single again in the third. In the first inning, he stole his 45th base of the year. Collins not yet in the batter's box. Okay, Hargesheimer studies a sign from Sadek. Pitching to Collins. Dave bunted at it, didn't get it. Throw to first, and they almost picked Soto off. Mario a little slow getting back to the bag, and Sadek came up firing. Darrell Evans was in front of the bag as he took the throw, reached back to try and tag Soto, who came in head first. Otherwise, Mario would have been a dead duck. A strike on Collins. Blowing inside, 1-1. Outfield for Collins straight away. He drills one into right field, but Clark comes on and he makes the catch. Soto quickly back to first, and that's 2 out. Batter will be Junior Kennedy, 0 for 2. Junior has bounced out short to first and has flied to left field. Giants leading 4-0 with 1 in the first, a home run by Jack Clark, and 3 runs in the fourth. 2-run double by Mike Sadek and a run-scoring double by the pitcher Hargesheimer. Kennedy takes a strike. High ball, 1-1. Gary Lavelle continues to throw for the San Francisco Giants. He's a lefty. Doug Baird doing it in the Reds bullpen. He'll be on in the 6th. Outside, 2-1. Giants will be heading on to Pittsburgh. They'll not leave until tomorrow morning and open a series against the Bucks tomorrow night. Ground ball wide of third. Dive, but no play by Patini. Ball into left field for a hit for Kennedy. Soto moves to second base. Reds now with 4 hits. Inning will continue with Dave Concepcion. Davey flied into a double play in the first inning. A fly to shallow right field. Collins tried to tag and score and was out a mile. And then leading off the 4th, Concepcion grounded to LeMaster at shortstop. Oh, we need a big hit to get back in it. Had a chance in the 3rd with 2 men on and 2 men out. Kennedy flying to left field, stranded a couple in the 4th inning, and now have 2 on with 2 out an inning later. Ball 1. Bear has finished throwing as he heads into the dugout. Swing and a miss. Boy, Davey went after a pitch up and went to spinning, trying to get the Reds to within 1 on a swing of the bat. Soto at second base. Kennedy at first. The 1-1 pitch to Concepcion is high for ball 2, 2-1. Now the Boston Red Sox start the road back against the Detroit Tigers on the strength of a 3-run home run by Tony Perez, his 14th of the season. Boy, what a year he's having with the Boston Red Sox. Ball 3. Al Hargesheimer going behind the mound now to rub up the baseball as he is fallen behind to Dave Concepcion. 3 balls and 1 strike. Stretching the pitch. Pops it up behind the plate, and that ball is going to be out of play. Well, the Giants announced today that Mike Ivy has been reinstated to the active roster. It was effective at 4 p.m. this afternoon, but we understand that Mike will not be joining the Giants until tomorrow when they open things up in Pittsburgh. Ivy, of course, the young man who some weeks back announced his quote-unquote retirement from baseball, and coming back to the active roster tomorrow. Runners will be going. 3-2 pitch. Concepcion lines one into left field. Base hit. Soto rounds third. He will score. 4-1. Reds are on the board as Dave Concepcion delivers a 2-out single to left field. Kennedy moves to second. Here's Foster. Davey gets his 43rd RBI. I'm sure Dave Bristol would like for this young man to at least complete the 5th inning and enable him to qualify for the win if that be the case tonight. But with Foster up, and if George gets on, it probably will be bye-bye time for Al Hargesheimer. Tying run at the plate, 2 out, a run in. The pitch to Foster, high, ball 1. George in the second struck out. In the 4th, he walked. Hits are even now at 5. The Reds trail by 3. Foster's homered 3 times off Giants pitching this season. With a couple here the other night off of Tom Griffin. Inside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Foster inspecting the bat. Drops the head of it on the plate. Now waits for the 2-0 pitch from Al Hargesheimer. Here it is. Fly ball. Center field. Hit deep. Going back is North. And on the warning track, he makes the catch. Right in front of the 404 marker. The Reds get a run. 2 hits. No errors and 2 left and through 5. Giants 4, Reds 1. After the game, remember to pick up more Natural Light beer. Natural Light. Taste is why you'll switch. Bottom half of the 9th inning, and for the Cincinnati Reds, it'll be Rick Auerbach, Hector Cruz, Junior Kennedy, and if we get that far, a pinch hitter for Tommy Hume. Again, the big plays for the Reds is North had a leadoff single, stole second. Evans singled to center field. Mejias came up firing. A strike to bench. North out at the plate. Johnny whips it down to second. Evans trying to go there on the throw to the plate. Cut down as Kennedy put the tag on him. Clark grounds out to shortstop. Rick Auerbach is up for the second time. He came off the bench to bat in the 7th inning for Doug Bear and popped up foul to Lemaster, the shortstop. Again, it's Minton, the right-hander, and Holland, the left-hander, in the Giant bullpen. Auerbach takes it in on him, a ball. This is the 4th inning for Gary Lavelle, and he's given up 2 runs on 3 hits. Bouncer foul, and that'll go to the Giant dugout. Got the side out in order in the 6th inning. The Reds got a pair of runs in the 7th. Gave up a 2-out double tonight in the 8th inning, but struck out Mejias. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Foul away. Lavelle went into the 9th inning on Saturday night in the first game of the doubleheader. After again entering the game in the 6th inning, John Montefusco, the starter, went 5, and he needed relief help in the 9th. Greg Minton came on to get the save, and Lavelle got the win. 2-2 to Rick Auerbach. That's foul away. Lavelle looking into the catcher, and the break-even pitch. Ball 3. Well, Holland and Minton have been Dave Bristol's money in the bank. You can bet he won't hesitate to go to whichever one he happens to need if Lavelle gets into trouble. Here's a ground ball to third. Patini dealing to Evans, 1 out. That was a big one. Now Hector Cruz, who's 1 for 1 on a run scored. He doubled a left center in the 7th inning and came in to score one of the 2 runs. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. And Cruz has had a few hits in this series. He got a start the second game of the doubleheader Saturday night. Had a single and a double and a run batted in, and 1 for 1 tonight. Now hitting .204. Strike 2 on the swing. Cruz with that big sweeping swing. Hector out away from the plate, adjusting his batting gloves, and watches from the on-deck circle. Reds down by 2, 5-3. Giants 2 outs away from sweeping the 4-game series. Ground ball to third. There's Patini again. Here's a play. 2 out. Young man has made all the plays at third base for the Giants in this series. Well, we got to look now to Junior Kennedy to keep us alive. If he gets on, Ken Griffey will bat for Tommy Hume. First series of the year between these 2 clubs here at Riverfront. The Reds swept the Giants. But since then, it has been all San Francisco. They win tonight. They will have beaten the Reds 9 times in 14 games. A pie, ball 1. Kennedy pops it in the air. That'll do it. Jack Clark in right field waiting, and he makes a catch. So Gary Lavelle sets down the Reds in order here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Giant winning streak goes to 7. The Reds losing streak to 4. San Francisco wins it 5-3. We'll be back in a moment. Well, the day started off on a high note for the Reds, and especially manager John McNamara. At a 6 p.m. news conference, President and General Manager Dick Wagner announced that Mac's contract had been extended through the 1981 season. But at 8:05 when the game started and when it ended about 2 hours and 38 minutes later, the result was pretty much the same as the Reds go down to their 4th consecutive defeat, all at the hands of the Giants. San Francisco got the scoring underway in the first inning after Charlie Leibrandt had struck out Billy North and gotten Darrell Evans on a ground ball to second. Fell behind 3-1 to the big guy in the Giant attack, Jack Clark. And the next pitch he deposited over the fence in straightaway center for his 17th home run, and the Giants led by a score of 1-0. San Francisco expanded its lead to a count of 4-0 in the 4th inning, and again, they got it going with 2 out when Leibrandt walked Joe Patini and Johnny LeMaster in order, fell behind 2-0 on Mike Sadek, and then served up a 2-run double to right center, scoring both runners, making it 4-0. Pitcher Al Hargesheimer dumped a double along the right field line, getting Sadek in, and the Giants led by a score of 4-0. Cincinnati got his first run in the 5th inning as Sam Mejias led off with a walk. He was forced at second base on a ground ball off the bat of Geronimo to first baseman Darrell Evans. Dave Collins flied to right, but then Junior Kennedy singled to left, and Dave Concepcion on a base hit to left field, getting the pinch runner Mario Soto home and making it 4-1. Giants got that run back on the strength of an error by Ray Knight with 2 out in the 6th inning, scoring Johnny LeMaster from second. He had doubled with 1 out, and Mike Sadek had followed with a walk. There was a Terry Whitfield fly ball to left, but then Billy North hit the ground ball that Knight erred at third base, allowing LeMaster to score, and the Giants led again by 4 runs at 5-1. Reds came back to make a game of it in the 7th inning against Gary Lavelle when Mejias walked. 1 out later, Hector Cruz double to left center field. Junior Kennedy's infield hit behind second. Got 1 run across. Dave Concepcion with a sacrifice fly got the other one in, and it was 5-3. But at that point, Lavelle settled down over the last 2 innings. Gave up a 2-out double tonight in the 8th inning, but got Mejias looking at a called third strike. And in the 9th, got him out quickly, disposing of Rick Auerbach, Hector Cruz, and Junior Kennedy to end the ball game. Giants had 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 7 left. Reds 3 runs, 8 hits with an error and 8 left hit. Rookie Al Hargesheimer, making his major league debut, picked up the victory and going the first 5, and Gary Lavelle going the last 4 innings, records his 4th save, while Lee Brandt started and lost it 8-5 on the season. So the Giants leave town. The Reds will remain home and will be taking on the Montreal Expos tomorrow night. In the opening game at 8:05, it's going to be Paul Mosco and David Palmer hooking up, both pitchers with identical records of 6 wins and 2 defeats. We'll be on the air with the pregame shows beginning at 7:35 Cincinnati time on most of these same stations. Once again, the final score tonight in a game that took 2 hours and 38 minutes to play before a crowd of 20,158. The Giants 5 and the Reds 3.